Hi there, Richard here from Hola Prime. And unfortunately, we've recently noticed that you've breached your maximum daily loss limit rule in your account, therefore forfeiting your challenge, and you probably have to start a new one, right? Unfortunately, this is an issue that a lot of new traders that's new to prop trading challenges do experience. But there are steps that you can take to mitigate this from happening again. Right. So in this video, I'm going to go through the top reason for this happening. And a lot of times you can, in one single trade, breach that maximum daily loss limit rule. And it's all got to do with incorrect position sizing, meaning that you're taking a trade that's got too much risk. You're exposing your position or your account, for that matter, to too much risk. Now, if you go here to the Hola Prime website and you look at all the challenges that you can take with the different account sizes, I'm going to be using for this video, for explanation purposes, the $25,000 account. Now, whether you're using a one-step prime or one-step pro, two-step prime, or whatever one of the selections on the top, you have clearly noted there that you can, for example, in one step prime only risk 3% or lose, 3% on any given day of your account. If you lose more than that, then unfortunately you would have breached that rule and you'll have to start again with a new challenge. All right, so I'm going to be jumping over to the Match Trader platform, which is one of the platforms that Hola Prime offers, also known as the MTR platform. And I'm going to show you a feature that is actually built into the platform, which is really, really nice to use so that you can correctly position size your trades or your lot sizes so you don't risk too much of a percentage of your account on any given trade, and therefore trying to avoid reaching the 3% in either one trade or 3% maximum daily loss, in one trade or over a few consecutive trades. Okay, as you can see, I've got my Match Trader or MTR platform open here, and I'm just going to be using the Euro US dollar as an example. It could be any market and on any time frame for that matter. Right, so obviously you can go select your markets here on this left panel over here. And you'll notice here in the middle between the sell and the buy button, you've got your lot size that you can be trading with. Now you can increase that and as well decrease it, right? Some platforms refer to this as volume. Volume and lot size is a that's interchangeable. So I prefer to actually just open the new order tab there. And for sake of purposes, I'm using a $25,000 account. Okay. Now let's assume that the Euro US dollar is going to rise up from here and that you want to buy the Euro US dollar. All right. So rather than just clicking on the button and it's set on the market order, you can use a pending order as well. You want to go ahead and click on this stop loss expanding window there. Then you can scroll down a little bit with your mouse and you'll see there already on your right hand side that there is a red line that appeared. Now, obviously, it's very important to always trade with a stop loss, but to control your lot size, you can first decide where you want to place your stop loss. And let's say you want to buy it right there where it's at, but you want to place your stop loss a little bit below this little swing over here. All right, but you only want to risk, let's say, 0.5%. So 1% of a $25,000 accounts $250. So if you want to, let's say, risk 0.5%, and you're in the beginning of your account, you want to build a bit of a buffer, then 0.5% of that would be $125, right? So you can already see here that if I had to trade with one lot, that by where I'm positioning the stop loss, it would risk $107. I can draw the stop loss to wherever I want to. Obviously, that's really defined by where you want to put it according to your strategy. You can see as I dragged that down, that value increased. But let's say I want it there rather than this little swing I used before. But you only want to risk 0.5%, which is $125. Then all you really need to go do is go and manipulate your lot sizes. In this case, you want to decrease it until you have around about $125. So if I were to buy at that specific level with a market order, I would have to trade with 0.88 lots. If I'm placing my stop loss here, very important, and only want to risk, let's say, $125. All right. Now, the price has obviously changed a little bit, but I think you do get the idea. So, the first thing you want to do, just to recap, you want to decide if you want to buy or sell, right? Market or pending order, and click that plus button next to the stop loss. You can do the same thing for take profit. I'm not going to do that right now, but let's say you first want to decide where you want to place your stop. Always trade with the stop and decide before you trade how much you're going to risk on a trade, all right? It'll also tell you what the percentage is of your actual account. Now it's actually at 0.43. So if I increase that a little bit, it comes to 0.44. Let's go to 0.96 lots. That's 0.47. So it's almost 0.5% of your account. I think you get the idea here. So you need to decide where you want to enter, whether you want to go long or short, and where are you going to place your stop and how much you want to risk if price would go all the way down to that stop loss level where you decided to place it. Will it only be 1% of your account, 2% of your account, or 0.5% of your account, as in this example? All right, and that's all controlled by increasing or decreasing your lot size. The thing you don't want to do is increase this to, let's say, 2 lots, and you want to place it over here. That's already nearly 1% of your account. I mean, you could do that if you wanted to. Maybe that's not the best example. Let's say you risk 4 lots. You think it's really going to go up and you're really confident about the trade. Then here you're already almost risking 2% on this particular trade if you wanted to buy into the euro US dollar, right? So almost in one trade, um, you could lose or get very close to breaching your maximum daily loss limit. This is a good example. So if you were to, let's say, use 8 lots, you wouldn't even be able to do that. It's not a great example. 6 lots, for example. You get the idea. You're risking too much. One trade can wipe out your maximum daily loss limit, and you'll have to start again. Unfortunately, this is, like I mentioned, a common mistake that traders make, especially newbies. So do take care that you use the correct position sizing and therefore control your lot size accordingly to where you want to place your stop. So you only risk a small percentage without breaching that hard rule in your account again. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that this helped out and that will give you the confidence to try another challenge in the future.